The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Calling over the middle, it's Jordan. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in, it's Lemon. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Makes the grab, it's Lemon. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look...
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Sweet cut there. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timed.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Caught, close to the marker, it's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. The give out of the gun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On the run, it's Jackson. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Trojans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He might want another play. Johnson looking to throw. Gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, you know, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. There he goes!
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Toss sweep to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Johnson. Moving out of the pocket. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Johnson wants to throw it. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
Steps away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he makes the catch inside the 15. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Land Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. To the air, it's Mayava. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
so in their own territory. On 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away, live to fight another down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Floating away. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown. Oh, miss. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Caught in the backfield, it's Lemon. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's dribbling. Creates a little space. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Johnson wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Let's keep them down here.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's reeled in. It's Lacey. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Wormley. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Strachan. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Lemon. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
He steps out of bounds at the 42. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Lane. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Wormley. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
They just keep firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Strachan. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He wants it all. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Wormley. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Still running at the 35. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Speeding down the left side. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense? Just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown. Man, they don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Pulls it in. It's Jordan.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Lemon. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Now the toss. Trucks through the defender. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whenever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, USC! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Cunningham. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. using his legs to buy some time. On the run, deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Wants to throw again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wallace. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Caught behind the line. It's high. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Trying play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Took a shot as he threw. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Rushes on him. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wormley. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. And the quarterback takes a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David